So here I am, a 29-year-old guy from the picturesque landscapes of France, the kind of guy you'd probably describe as your classic hopeless romantic, the sort of guy who goes all in, heart on his sleeve, completely devoted to making someone else happy. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I'm the guy who believes in love, who wants to show my partner with affection, who believes that if you put in the effort, things will work out. But life had other plans for me. You see, I'm just coming out of a relationship that nearly destroyed me. It wasn't just any breakup. It was the kind that leaves you in shambles, questioning everything you thought you knew about love, trust, and yourself. I was so broken that I spent 3 years in therapy, trying to piece my heart back together, trying to figure out how to move forward. But despite the pain, I still believed in love. And then I met her. It was 2021, and I had decided to take up salsa dancing, mostly to distract myself, maybe even to find a little joy in the rhythm and movement. That's where she walked into my life. A magnificent woman who moved with such grace and energy that I was instantly captivated. We clicked right away, and soon we were dancing together regularly. I could feel those damn butterflies fluttering in my stomach every time we twirled around the dance floor, but I tried to push them away. She had a boyfriend, after all, and I wasn't about to let myself fall for someone who was already taken. Time passed, and we grew closer, building a real friendship. I catch myself daydreaming about her, but I kept those feelings in check. After all, she was with someone else, and I was just the friend who got to dance with her once a week. But then, something happened that changed everything. It was her birthday in 2022, and she invited me to the party. I showed up, ready to celebrate, and all her friends were there, including her boyfriend. The night was filled with laughter, drinks, and dancing. But as the party wound down, her boyfriend decided to head off with his buddies, leaving just the two of us. We ended up wandering the city, talking, laughing, and having what I can only describe as the most beautiful, accidental date night I've ever had. We joked about how much fun we were having, but deep down, I knew I was falling for her hard. Fast forward 2 months, and I get a call that would change everything. She admitted that she had feelings for me. My heart practically leapt out of my chest. But there was a catch. She had just broken up with her boyfriend because she was feeling lost. I was torn. On one hand, I was thrilled that she felt the same way, but on the other, I was in another city for work and wouldn't be back for a month. Then, just a week after her breakup, I learned that she had already found a sex friend to keep her company while she waited for me. That was the first major red flag, a sign that I should have slammed on the brakes right then and there. But no, I was too madly in love to see the danger ahead. We eventually started a relationship. I ignored the warning signs and threw myself into this new chapter with her. I wanted to believe that this was finally my chance at happiness, that she was the one who would heal all the scars from my past. But there was something she told me that I should have paid more attention to, something that should have sent me running for the hills. She admitted that during her last relationship, she had cheated on her ex 4 times. Yes, 4 times. It was a second red flag waving right in my face. But she told me that she had grown up, that she was different now, and that she would never make someone suffer like that again. Foolishly, I believed her. So there we were in 2024, trying to make it work, but things started to feel off. She became anxious, restless, and I, being the ever-doubting boyfriend, tried to calm her down, reassure her that everything would be okay. Then came this guy from her university, just a friend, she said, but I knew better. They started texting a lot, way too much for my comfort. I'm talking late-night messages that went on till 1 a.m. It drove me crazy, and we fought about it more times than I can count. She showed me some of her conversations with other male friends, but when it came to this guy, she kept everything hidden. Every time I asked to see what they were talking about, she would get mad and accuse me of not trusting her. Yet another red flag, and at this point, I'd lost count. She started spending more time away, saying she needed to be alone, that she needed to sleep at her flat to clear her head. I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Then in July, she broke up with me. Her reasons didn't make sense, not in the slightest. It felt like she was grasping at straws, trying to justify something she couldn't explain. And to make matters worse, I was already dealing with the death of my uncle, a man who meant the world to me. I was drowning in grief, and now I had to deal with this breakup too. It felt like life was kicking me when I was already down. Then came today, the day that shattered whatever was left of my heart. She came back to our place to collect her things. We tried to have a calm conversation, but there was something in her eyes, something that told me this wasn't going to be easy. After a few awkward exchanges, she finally admitted the truth, the real reason behind the breakup. She had been cheating on me with that friend from university, not just a one-time mistake. Oh no, this had been going on since February. 7 whole months of lies, betrayal, and deceit. I felt like my soul was ripped out of my chest. I was right all along, and that realization didn't bring any comfort. It only made the pain worse. I was furious with myself for not seeing it sooner, for ignoring all the red flags, for believing her promises that she would never hurt me. The worst part? She had slept with him while I was at my uncle's funeral. How could someone be so cruel? What had I done to deserve this? Now here I am sitting alone in a room that feels emptier than ever, crying my eyes out like a child. I've never been cheated on before, and I always thought that kind of thing happened to other people, to unhealthy relationships, or in the movies. But this time it was my reality. I'm so lost, so confused, and I don't know how to move forward from here. The tears won't stop, and the pain is so overwhelming that I feel like I'm suffocating. I'm traumatized, broken, and I don't know where to turn. How do you pick up the pieces when the person you trusted most in the world has shattered you? How do you find the strength to keep going when your heart has been ripped to shreds? I'm not sure I have the answers, but I'm here, trying to figure it out one day at a time. This woman is trapped in a steamy affair with a toxic guy, and she cannot get enough of him. Check out this video to find out details of their steamy relationship.